Hey you guys, today we are going to talk about the back hatch. Yeah, how to get in there to access the lock mechanism. There have been many videos on how to break into your Vue. Mine doesn't have a problem, but I'm planning to upgrade so that I don't to a version that has a lock. But your biggest pitfall, if your actuator ever fails, is the fact that those screws are there, and there's literally no way to get to them from the inside of the vehicle. Now, would it have killed Saturn to make this a hatch that maybe a little patch panel that pops out so that in the event of a catastrophe you could get in there? Or even if they had put these here so that worst come to worst, if the lights were there, you could break in through the lights, which that's really not a bad idea. Hey, go. I do have a second set of these, so I wonder, then that would shine this way and that way like a puddle light. Anyway, idea for another day, but I could potentially do that. Make those, get out of here, Hornet. Hornet, seriously, dude. No. That's a quick way to end up dead. The car leaves. Go away. Shoot. Go. I'm allergic to those things. I'm trying to be nice. Anyway, normally to break in, you'd have your hatch closed. You'd come here and you'd pull down. And there's a little switch on there, which I'll get into a little bit more. Now you can't get in there. Look at him. He's just bound and determined. Get away from my car now. Go on. Go play in nature. Not vehicles. Go. Anyway, let's get to it. It's just these teeny tiny short little 10s that hold that handle in. So it takes no effort to get that out. Now, I've gotten the handle undone. See, he's loose now. I'm trying to be careful not to shut the trunk. This is the piece that I'm using. I think what I have to do is unclip this so that this will come out. Better yet, on the end of this rod is just one of these guys. So we just lift that up and pop that out. See that? And then the whole assembly's free, so I can pull this out and swap them. That way I don't mess up any of the alignment on my car. It's this spring-loaded piece that's hanging up. But that's what you're having to work with is, see, when you manipulate the handle and whatnot, see how that moves? So I've got to pull this way out. Something's still hanging up here. The plastic gasket on mine is broken. So this piece is actually what's holding us up. It's broke loose. So that's why it won't come out. It should just, whoop, down and out. I'd never had a problem like this before. So, glad I had already pulled some in the past. There we go. See how mine had come loose from the pin? There. That is that. This one already has a gasket on it. His foam is in better shape than mine, so I'm just going to reuse this whole piece. Now, if you come across one of these in the junkyard, you need to be sure you get its actual rod. It's attached to the factory actuator. And you just kind of twist it out like that. Okay? As much as I wanted to do it with it in the car, it's not cooperating. So I'm going to have to undo these 3 at the back that surround the lock and pull him out just enough to give me clearance so that I can slip that in. I'm not going to completely take it out, just enough. Those are T30s. So just going to loosen them and see if that is enough. I'll report back in. Okay, yeah, with those partially loosened, I was in fact able to snake that in. I didn't completely pull them out, just partially. And that was enough. It gave me just enough wiggle room. I had to undo all three, but it was just enough wiggle room so I could manipulate it without breaking anything. Okay, I'm hoping y'all can see what I think you can see right in here. If not, I'm sorry, I'm trying. Okay, here is our latch, which goes in this way. I'm gonna try and feed him through. Okay, I'm gonna have to go on the outside, hang on. He is in there now. It looks like I need to take the lock out. Need to tuck the lock out and manipulate it. Hang on. Going on here. All right. There's a little tab right there that you press that down and the lock actually lifts out, you see? I'm going to take the lock out, hook it up, and then I'll reassemble everything. You see the orientation. Let's see if that allows me to hook him in place. Because he goes that way. So, there. And then slide him back in. I got a hold on the other side. This is not fun in 80-something degrees. Now we're going to very carefully run our nuts back in. Here is one. And don't forget we have to add this little black arm back too. I was wondering there where I can see and feel and get it started. Okay, now this arm, that arm there, has to go back in his hole. Okay, and then this little piece clip back on. Clip on. There you go. Okay. Now, I'm gonna run those back on. Now we're getting someplace. I'm gonna hold it from the outside. Sorry to pull y'all out of frame. We're gonna get our tool, torque it back down. There we go. Okay. Okay, that's satisfactory. That's satisfactory. Okay. Let me double check our locks. Okay, folks, did it move? Looks like it did move, didn't it? Guess who won't get locked out of her car? Thank you to the 2004 Redline that had his keys and had a lock cylinder. Yep, that would be the same black Redline that has donated all its parts to me right now. I just didn't know if this was going to work. So, we got a shiny latch with a lock mechanism. Yes, I got to go in there with a toothbrush and clean it up. But, woo! As decided, I like it. I like it a lot.